This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one. Climb aboard and take a seat in the cab with the engineers for a short ride. You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. Check it out now, and then return to the game. A lot of time will be spent operating trains, so when ready, sit in the engineer's seat. A heads-up display has appeared on the right side of the screen. This is a guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed. The red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power control is in. These are brake indicators. They show the state of the various brake systems, allowing independent management of them. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and a countdown distance to when they will come into effect. Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience. This train is ready to go. Pull the indicated handle all the way back to get moving. Sandpatch grade offers the ability to operate powerful and heavy freight trains on one of America's most stunning and famous railroads. You are currently riding an AC 4400 CW locomotive. These are the workhorses of trains operating over the Sandpatch grade, with CSX Transportation having more than 600 in its roster. SimWorld allows you to ride and drive trains from a selection of internal and external camera angles. Let's take a look now by exploring the exterior of this train. Other internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed from the number keys. You've only explored a small area here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Crossing the Allegheny Mountains, the Sandpatch Grade is a vital link in the sprawling CSX rail system. Master the controls of powerful American freight locomotives operating out of the vast Cumberland Yard facility. Whether the sun is shining, there's a rain shower, or a full-on snow blizzard, it's up to you to keep the rail traffic moving. Battle your way over one of the steepest railroad grades on the East Coast. Along the way, don't forget to place safety posters, collect lost hard hats, put up no trespassing signage, and fix broken snow markers. Welcome to the Sandpatch Grade. This is the latest generation general-purpose Type 38 locomotive built by the Electromotive Division of General Motors. Known as a GP38-2, it packs an efficient 16-cylinder diesel-electric motor able to generate 2,000 horsepower. First off, walk over to the locomotive as indicated. Open the cab door and proceed inside. To take control, safety always comes first on the railroad. So to start with, we need to let those around us know this locomotive is operational. There are three. To the left is the auto brake, which applies brakes along. We're about to move. So make 2 blasts of the horn to alert anyone around. Now add some power, but not too much. Too much power too. You're moving. Great work. That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive. So let's bring it to a stop. That was great work. You've just completed your first lesson operating the GP38-2. There's always more that can be discovered, though. As engineers, we'll never stop honing our skills.
Welcome to Cumberland Terminal. This is a C40-8W locomotive operated by CSX Transportation. Head out to the turntable booth and go and align it to our track. Perfect. Before we get back to the locomotive, you should align the junctions as shown. You can either do this by walking over to the junctions or by using your interactive map. Climb aboard and get the locomotive running. Today we'll be preparing this locomotive and bringing it into service, so it's a great opportunity to learn how it works. This locomotive contains 3 key controls for operating: the reverser, brakes, and the combined power handle. We need to let people know the locomotive is now operational, so set the front headlights to bright. Brakes will also need to be cut in on the appropriate panels. We're about to move, so sound the horn twice to alert others to our movements. Now we've built up some speed, we can return the throttle to the idle position. This will help manage engine stress. The loco will need refueling before service, so head out of the cab and start refueling. Take off the fuel line cap. Insert the fuel hose. Start the flow of fuel into the locomotive and wait for it to fill. Looks like it's done. remove the fuel hose and restore the fuel line cap. We'll be taking this locomotive to a siding, ready for when it's needed. So as before, go ahead and align the junctions as indicated. Nice job. This C40-8W locomotive is now ready to be called into service later on. But for now, this concludes the basics of how to operate this locomotive.